In this video I'm going to show you how to build your own video silence cutter desktop application with AI. You will learn which technologies I'm using, how to approach such tasks and which pitfalls you should avoid. This process is not only for creating a video silence cutting app but for software development in general. I know that there are already tools that can do that, but I want a very specific solution that only targets this tasks where I can manually adjust specific things. I'm going to use the tool Cairo and I will show you how I approach such tasks. As a final note, I actually cut this video using the tool that I developed in this video. I did a few features afterwards to further improve the user interface and the editing process. So let's get started. Hi, in this video I will show you how I create an app from scratch that is able to edit a video itself. What means edit? To cut a video, for example videos like this where there are silent breaks, and I'll show you how I work, what my work process is, and yeah, that way you will be able to recreate it. First of all, I work with the tool Cairo. The most important thing, I will program it with AI, so that way you will be able to know how I do that myself. So for all who don't know this tool, it's tool based on an agentic framework. This tool works with AI models from Anthropic, that means Sonnet, and first of all we need to start a project. I will go here on projects, my projects, and then I create an order. I call it a folder called video editing. Then we choose the folder and now we can start. Yes, I trust the authors because I like to work with Git. That's a tool for version tracking. If you don't know it, it's like where you can develop your app in specific processes, where you can save your current project when you have developed a feature, and it's quite handy for working. If you're a software developer, you already know that you should always code with Git. And yeah, for now I need to specify what I want to do. So I start with this feature here, spec. We can choose here which model we would like to use. Either we can use Auto or Sonnet 4.5. The most capable model is Opus, but it uses 2.2 times amount of the credits. So I actually like to work with the Sonnet. It's very capable, and I think for our project this is completely sufficient, at least for now. If it will get more complex, then we could switch to Auto or completely to this Opus model, but for now we will work with this. So what do we want to do? We need to describe what we want to have. So this is actually the most important part. For you need to understand what do you want, or which specific problem you want to solve. For me, I need an app that is able to cut my videos like this, where there are silent breaks, silent pauses, and I would like to remove that. For that, I would like to have a tool that is able to recognize those pauses and automatically cut them out. That means I use a video, and that video or I I will just insert a video, and then my tool shall detect those pauses and then cut the video accordingly, and then hand me or return me the finished video. So then let's try to describe it. I want to create a local app that can cut my videos. I want to insert videos and the app shall detect the silence pauses and cut them. What else do we need? And I want a simple user interface and adjusting the time before and after the silence, how much I want to cut off. I know that's not the best English, but the app, the AI should be able to understand me. Hopefully, we will see. And I thought about to use Node. Is that a good approach, or what would you recommend? Here I want the AI maybe to know that I want to use it not as a commercial app, but just for my own use cases, that I can run it locally. So actually I already have set it here, local app. So yeah, let's try it this way, then we will see we can adjust anytime. Now Kyra has already started thinking. Node.js is a solid choice for this project. You can use Electron to create a cross-platform desktop app with a user interface and leverage FMPeg with fluent video processing and silence detection. This gives you a good balance of UI capabilities, powerful video manipulation. Okay, this is maybe already quite a lot. We can go through it. Video processing. It suggests me to use Electron. This is a desktop app. I'm not sure if I want to have, how do you say, an web browser app, but actually Electron is a quite interesting choice. I actually thought first to make like a application that is run through web browser. I can ask it because it's interesting for me as well, because I like to learn in the development process as well. So I will write Electron is a very interesting choice. I thought first that I would like to use web browser, but I guess that Electron has advantages. What do you think? Shall we go with Electron or with web browser solution? What are pros and cons, and what would you suggest me? It's only for my use, so no commercialization, no commerce use planned. I hope that's understandable. Let's see what the app will tell me. Good question. Here's the breakdown. Pros: no installer needed, works anywhere, easier to share. This is about the web browser solution. Cons: can't access local file systems directly. Okay, this is a very good point. Can run FFmpeg natively, would need a backend server. Okay, he already convinced me. That is already very great because, yeah, as I said, if I would have done that myself, if my uh, programming capabilities would only be limited to this specific area, so that means web development, then I would have missed this golden opportunity to use Electron. So Electron is the better fit because it has full system access. You can bundle him. Okay, that sounds great, and we can go through the requirements that Electron has created, not Electron, that Kyra has created. Finance Video Silence Card is a local desktop application that automatically detects and removes silence segments from video files. The system provides users with a simple interface to import videos, configure silence detection parameters, and export edit videos with silent portions removed. Okay, as a video I want to import video files. Okay, as a user I want to configure how silence is detected so that I can control which parts of my videos are considered silent, how silence is detected. As a user I want to configure trim buffers around detect silence so that I can control how much content before and use. Okay, as a user I want to detect silent segments in my video so that I can preview which parts will be removed. As a user I want to preview the detect silence segments so that I can verify detection is accurate before processing. As a user I want to process my video to remove silent segments, condensed version without silent portions. As a user I want to specify where the processed video is saved. You don't know that, but the break took a bit longer, but anyway, I'm back. Now we can continue with the project. I will first save that with Git. For that I add everything and say init commit. Let's let everything how it is. Commit publish branch, or we don't have wants to assign it to GitHub. We will let this for now on our local computers. So now we can proceed with the next task. Implement shared type definitions, create TypeScript interface for silence management, video info, and so on. Of course, let's do that. Okay, now it's starting to define those types, and it says it's already completed. I've successfully implemented all the shared type definitions. Okay, so that's only the types that he added here, so no further implementation. So yeah, I think we can let it as well. Added type definitions. So Git is very important because it occurs quite often if you have a bigger project that if you try to implement a new feature, then it breaks something previously, and then it's very hard to find exactly the point where you had the issue. So it's the easiest way if you implement a feature that is working also with the tests. That means that all tests are running, and then you start a new feature, because if this is not working out, you can just reset the commit and then you can start from the beginning. Okay, now let's go on with the third task. I got sick during my pause or break. Write property test for type validation. Okay, let's do that. It's actually not a very big task test here as well, because task 2 was quite short. And this is how I work mostly. So for the most of the time I just follow the process, that nothing strange is implemented. And oftenly I just look where the issues are. That means I do test-driven development, and if something happens, then I try to debug it. And for the beginning, or in the beginning, when you have smaller projects, it's usually quite good. That means you usually don't need much intervention as a human. So for smaller tasks it's going quite good. But if the project gets bigger, you need to have a good overall view look. That means you need to know how specific functions are working, or it's better to know exactly how they are working, and then you can see if the AI tries to implement something different. That means if it tries to break a function, or if it's planning to break a function, then you will see it immediately. So that's why it's important to do test-driven development and make your own tests as well. Task 2.1 is done, and as you can already see, it has written the tests and all tests are passing. For now, I don't want to check everything. I assume everything is sufficient enough for working. Now we can go on with the task 3, implement video processor module. Now it's getting a bit, or it gets a bit more interesting, because we start now implementing relevant features. And here we will see how it will approach this. And as you see, Cairo is always using those spec files. Every time we try to implement a new feature, it creates first the design, the requirements design, and then the tasks, and it's always put it in the context. That means it's aware of what we are what we are doing and what we're planning to do, so that it's aware of what the result should look like in general. Now we can check it. We have a lot of different tests, as I see. Requirement, video meta, display accuracy. I think we can even summarize this in one task. We don't need to start 4 separate tasks. So let's just edit this file. We can just remove it. I think this is not that necessary for the validation. Remove this, property 10, and here as well. Don't forget to commit your current standing point, or how do you say, your current state. We have completed task 3. Okay, we still have no remote branch. Now let's go on with task 4. Task 3.1. That's the testing of those features that we just implemented. I actually don't know what it means with this property 10 and 15. Video config processor, property 10, 15, property 5. Oh, that's in the design. Okay. So I just looked for the name property, or for the word property, by pressing Control Shift and F. If you're using Mac, it should be Command Shift and F. And here you can see property 5, silence detection accuracy, video with audio and given silence parameters, threshold and minimum duration. The detected silence segment should accurately identify, and so on and so on. So yes, okay, that means it's already testing the files or the properties that it has defined before. So now I want to go back to tasks 3.1, and you can see it automatically runs the tests. It has first written the test file, video process. I think it's completely new. Or isn't it? Yes, it's untracked. That means we need to edit it. And yeah, now it's still trying to fixing a test with an error, and now all tests have passed. This is very good. And now we can proceed with the next task. Of course, we can stage and commit those edits. So task 3.1 done. It depends on how much you want to intervene, or to just take control of the project, like I did here before with summarizing tasks. Of course, if you want exactly the result that you look for, you should definitely read what task the AI tries or plans to implement. Yeah, but if you want to go for it or trust the AI, which I wouldn't recommend because, yeah, like I said, it's doing a lot of unnecessary things. Like, for example, this task here. I mean, it's just made 4 tasks which can be easily done in one. And yeah, now we can start with next task, just pressing here. By the way, I should have or could have tested the current state of the program of the app. For now, yeah, let's do that. After this task, we can see here again that it's doing the same thing with the testing, that it's separated those tests in 2 different tasks, which is not necessary. So that's why I combine them together here as well. And we have so many tasks. Well, for this, I think this might be even a bit too much with those tasks. I think during the process we could have said something like to minimize the task to the most important, or to say that we have said maybe make or complete the project in only 5 tasks or even 3 tasks, because it's definitely you can make definitely way faster, because I know there should be also tools that can do that in only 1 prompt, and because the AIs are quite good now, and of course they're not perfect, but this is could be considered as a smaller project, so that's why I would say it would have been better if we have summarized those tasks in a fewer tasks. But yeah, for now, then, because I have already started, I want to complete this project as I have already started. And now we have done task 4. We can refresh it here, ICP handlers. And yeah, let's just try the app, how it looks like. Run dev, again open localhost, and this is yeah, we are still working with a browser, with my browser. This is not the Chromium browser that should be used in Electron, the framework, but okay, we can target that later. Electron, create Electron main process with okay, yeah, funny, this is now the next task. So yeah, for now we don't have any improvements yet, so yeah, we can let it as it is. So now we can of course commit those edits, but we can also do the tests first before we commit them. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's why I started this task. Okay, now all tests are passing. Now we can refresh it here and commit the current state. So task 4 is done. As you can see, I don't have checked very much the code, what we're doing here. These are the ICP handlers, which I think enables to or the communication between different scripts, so different functions. And yeah, for now I just want it to make or to work this through as fast as possible. So yeah, I will only work with the tests. That means only if tests are failing or if some specific functions aren't working, I will only intervene then. For now, I don't want to check it any further, and that's why I'm going to proceed with the next task, and this is now to create the Electron main process with window management. Start task. Okay, now it has finished this task as well. Here's a summary of what it did. successfully implemented the main process entry point for the video silence cutter application, registered all IPC handlers for communication with the renderer process, configured window properties, implemented proper application, creates a window when Electron initializes, window all closed, quit app on all platforms except macOS. Why is it with macOS? Quit apps on all platforms except Mac. Recreates window when dock icon clicked on macOS. Okay, clean up I can see. Okay, for me it's not that important right now as I develop this web on Linux. So preload script, select video file selection dialog, get video info, and now I think we will see now a different video. So let's try to run the app again. Okay, why is it not working in an Electron Chromium app? It's still working in my browser. That is strange. I don't know why. npm wait, didn't we have a start clip? Start function, package JSON, run dev main. npm start. Okay, yeah, select window Electron API. I think there is an issue here, because if I run npm start, we should actually see a window. So yeah, I'm just going to ask the AI, the app starts only in my default browser, not as an Electron app. Then we just pasting this here, so when I try to start it, we get an launching error. And here I see the issue. The error shows that Electron is looking for the main index.js, but based on the compilation output, the file is actually in this main index.js. This is happening because TypeScript configuration, which preserve the directory structure. Let me fix this. Okay, it was indeed an issue, but TypeScript is outputting. Wait, that won't work because we're including both source main and shared. Let me think about this differently. The better approach is to update the package JSON to point to the current location. Okay, now hopefully it has fixed it. Good, now let me verify the import paths in the compiled index.js. As you can see, I do that completely freestyle, and that's what I mean. You need always to take a closer look during the development, because if you don't want to spend any time in investigating everything yourself, you need to be aware of what you're doing at least a little bit. That means you have to know how it should look, because as I said, because we are working with an Electron app, I'm not that an expert in Electron. I just know the basics of how it should work, and I saw that it doesn't look correct because it's still tried to operating with my browser, and then I told it, and then the AI recognized the error, and now it hopefully has fixed it. And now let's start it again, npm start. And now we finally get an Electron app. Now you see file, edit, view, window, help, and yes, that looks definitely more like an Electron app, and this is way better. Okay, now we can kill the process by pressing Control C, and it has run already tests in the background, as I guess, yes, npm test. Okay, now perfect. Now we have our working app, and now we should be able to see the progress quite good visually. And yeah, let's first save it and progress with the rest in the nests in the next task. So next task: create React UI components. Oh, this will be a very fun task. Now we will see very good improvements or visualizations in the user interface, and this this way we can already see how the app will look like. Of course, we can change everything manually from this point. As soon as the app is very small, or as long as it's not finished, the edits can be done quite easily. If the app gets bigger, then of course the AI or you need to change a lot more. So that's why I highly recommend you to be aware of what you want to do and write that down for yourself or for the AI, that you will be able to create the app from scratch exactly as you want it. Because later on, if you have built functions on something, we have built it something before that doesn't look like you want, it will be way harder to change that later. So yeah, for now I haven't done any requirements, at least not my personal requirements. I just let it work how it thinks the app should look like, and we will see then how it will look, I hope, after this task. I can already clean up the next tasks. As you can see, it has separated the test tasks as well, so we can summarize them in one task. Next task would be implement user interface statement management logic. Add logic to enable disable controls based on application state. Disable detection controls when no video is loaded. Disable processing button when no segment are detected. So these are user interface functions that are not are there really necessary logic to enable disable controls based on application state? Yes, you could say it's necessary, but it's not the most important feature that you need to have. But here you see in this approach you will get a lot of these things which wouldn't be created if you would maybe create an app with one simple prompt. That means if you make like a standalone application, it's very hard to fine-tune such things. So that's why it has this advantage over this approach with only one prompt, that you can see what you really need and what not, and this way you just it's a good overview for yourself, that you can see how it approaches such things. So now it has finished the task, or not completely. It needs to render it. Okay, the render build successful. Now let me also verify the main process builds correctly. And it does. Now it's doing the tests. They're looking correct. Okay. Now if we like, we can run the application. npm start. Okay, we can't see anything in the user interface. Unable to. I have opened here the console, because this is a Chromium based app. We can open it by pressing Command Shift and I, and then switching it to console. Preload not module, run preload. Okay, not allowed to load local resources. Okay, something is not working. We can do first the tests now, and afterwards doing the trying to fix this, but I want to do it now then, because if we write the tests now, we will see that that we need to adjust them. Generally, usually you need to when you're doing the test-driven development, you need write theoretically first the unit test and then writing the function. I know most developers don't do that because it's easier to start with the function first and then write the unit test for that. So yeah, I'm doing this approach with the AI as well. So that means I let it write first the function and afterwards I do the tests. But yeah, because it's still not working correct, I will show it the error message. I go just here to console and copy it and say it doesn't load the elements, and here is console log. Here we can see error file not found. Okay. Okay, it says the preload script can find the types model because of the build output structure. The main process is trying to load the wrong patch for the rendered HTML file. Okay, now it's trying to find what in the dist folder is. Before you're executing a command, you usually should be asked if it is allowed to execute this command. Usually, yeah, it's okay, but you should always double check that. Yeah, if the commands get a bit more complex, and especially if you don't have any knowledge, you should learn those basics commands, find and so on. These are not that complicated commands, and they are not that much that you should know. You don't need to know everything about this command, but the most important commands are that you need to know are always the first word. That means, for example, here that task or the command that it would like to execute next is the ls, that means list, and it wants to list specific files or all files in this folder, and you need to learn those commands, at least the base command, because it can sometimes happen if you do that too often that it will suggest you a very dangerous command that will or that can hurt your system, that can delete things. For example, the remove command. I had a thing where I tried to remove a library, and after a few approaches, it it showed me a command that I shouldn't have executed. So I destroyed some libraries which were necessary for Linux to run. Luckily, I use Timeshift. If you don't have the program, you definitely need it. It's a Linux-based program that is very helpful. I think it's not that easy to destroy it on Mac, but I'm not very sure about that. I think you still can a lot destroy on Mac as well. So just learn the base commands, learn the basics with working with the command line, and then you should be fine. Now it's trying to figuring out what's wrong. Now it's saying the solution is to inline the constants we need from types, TS into the preload script, or use absolute paths. Let me update the preload script. Yeah, it's working with the preload script. Okay, better. Not allowed to load the local resources. And it's failing to load the index HTML. That means our HTML with the one we would like to work is not displayed. That's why we can't see anything. Yeah, first let's try to build that. Now run. Okay, now it worked correctly. Okay, timeout, GPU launch process failed. Oh, yeah, it went scrolled already down. So I saw that it has worked. I can show you how for development. Let's take a closer look at this. npm run dev. Oh, it's still working with the browser, but wait, we don't work with the browser. We want our Electron app npm start, and now this is how it looks like. This looks very nice already, and you can see we have already a functioning not fully functional app, but we have already something that looks like a fully functional app. We can here select video file, hopefully. And now let me select a video file. Now let's take one file. It has 5 minutes 34. Detect silence. And now let's see. Okay, we see a progress button, and this looks quite interesting. And it has detected 65 silence segments. That's very interesting, and we can see it with the timestamps. Okay, this looks already great. Now let's process the video. Now I think it's showing us where we would like to save the video, and we can make it here in the same folder as well. And now let's save it. Okay, but it doesn't work yet. Text silence, process video. Okay, I think it still has some flaws, but we will fix them in the next task. Next task 7, implement UI state management logic. Add logic to enable, disable. Okay, that's a lot of tasks, but it looks a bit strange that it still doesn't work. Can take a look at next one, science detection workflow. There's still a lot of tasks. Because I actually work that many tasks, I would like to summarize them that we get faster through the whole process. So I will the AI let know. I will let the AI know that I want to summarize the task. Summarize the tasks into fewer tasks and focus only on the most important task or feature. Summarize the task in the tasks MD. We only have one task MD, as you can see here. If we would have more spec files here, then I would say the specific task file, but as we only have one, I can write it like this: if you a task and focus only on the most important features. Summarize them on maximum 3 addition tasks. Then we will see what it will do here. Okay, now we have only 3 tasks left. Okay, that looks way better. So this way we can accelerate the development process, because I usually should have done already from the start to show the basic functionalities, but I think with this approach it's still it's still quite fast, and of course, if you want to make a project or a software that is more stable, then I would recommend not to summarize too much things and that you build from feature to feature. But I'm very optimistic that we still can make it work. Then let's start with task 7. Complete core workflows and UI state management. Implement video import workflow with the file selection and validation. Implement silence detection workflow with progress reporting. Video processing workflow with output file selection and progress. Actually, we should have already have these features. We'll see how it will handle that. I think I have closed already the task and now it's running itself. I still use the Sonnet 4.5 feature. Okay, it says it already has finished it. As we can see, okay, yeah, it has not changed nothing because it says it's already probably done, but let's go through the analysis. Looking at the app, I can confirm that all requirements for task 7 are already implemented. Silence detection, yeah, perfect. Yeah, as you can see, as I have recognized recently that it indeed is creating too much tasks. So I think that is a quite good approach, maybe already to summarize the tasks or say it from the beginning that you would like to have maximum 3 or 5 tasks. That way you will already have MVP quite fast. And yeah, as you can see, I have done so many tasks. They're already implemented, but it's still not working completely. That's why yeah, I will need to do the debug, but yeah, for now we can let it how it is. npm test. Let me also verify the type checking. Okay, now it's saying that we have already finished everything. All right, perfect. Then let's go on with the next task. Styling and polish. Well, styling, we don't need actually styling for that. I think it looks already okay. So we can confidently remove this task as well. If we want to adjust something, we can do that later as well. For now, I only want to have the basic functionality working. So let's check task 9. Build and package application. Test package on target platforms. Okay, this is already an integration task. So theoretically, as I already have guessed, it should already work. It doesn't. So yeah, now comes the fun part. We can debug it, and then we hopefully will have very soon a working version of it. So yeah, now let's just start it again, and we will analyze what's going wrong. Now again, we start the application, and as you can see here, we have a quite nice user interface. Now let's select a video. We go here, video, and here I have created a test video. Now let's open it. It should have loaded it. We can open the console by pressing I work on Linux, that means Control Shift and I. On Mac it should be Command Shift and I. Yeah. So now we let the default settings here as they are, and now we can press this button, detect silence. Okay, it has detected the silence. Now process video, then we will see with video editing. No, we can go with the video here, test video process, and Matroska. I don't know why it has this strange ending. Video files, let's make speichern, save, and yeah, what is it doing? We can check that. And then we need to process the video, and no, it should have done already something. Okay, that looks already strange. Now I think we can say what we see and see if it can improve it. Okay, first of all, then I can write everything what I see. Oh, we have already here this console logging. We can copy that as well here from this terminal. This is something failed to open JSON file. I think that this has something to do with the GPU library. It's a bit different. It has, I think, nothing to do with the project here, but I just copied that here. We can paste it without any additional commands, but I would like to add something more information. I can say when we try to process the video, it suggests a file with the ending Matroska. I don't know, that looks strange with the ending Matroska, but it doesn't process the video. So now we will see what it will analyze. I can see the issue, the output file names Matroska, which are just being processed twice. Okay, I haven't mentioned that these are two different observations that I had, but yeah, we'll see if it will detect it itself. I can see the issue, which suggests it's being processed twice. Let me check the video process code to understand. Now let me check IPC handlers. I can see the issue now. The video select output handler suggests a file name with process suffix, but the error shows the test video process Matroska. This suggests the user might be selecting an already processed file, or the dialog is being called with a file name that has already processed in it. However, the main issue is the Matroska extension. Let me check the renderer code, see how the output path is being rendered. Found it. Problem is that video format contains the format name like Matroska, not the file extension like MKV. By the way, this is the test video is here in MKV, as you can see, test video MKV, so it's not an MP4 file. The fix is to use original file extension instead of the format name. Here's the solution. Okay, the fix extracts the original file extension from the file name and uses that instead. So if you have test video, it will now suggest test video processed instead of test video processed. Okay, now you need to rebuild the app. I don't know. Okay, here. If we always need to rebuild the app, or if we can just run npm start, but let's do it that way. Now npm start again, and now we can select video file, videos again, OBS test video. Now detect silence. Okay, it has found the silent spots. Now process video, processed videos. We can save it here. Now we'll see it's showing, oh, NAN, it was not available, but yeah, it has produced an output video. Let's take a look at it.
This is the second talent pot.
Okay, that was way too fast.
This is the second talent pot.
Okay, now it has worked, but as you can see, it was way too fast. I show you the original video.
Hi, this is the test video.
Now from the beginning.
Hi, this is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Okay, so the original video is, as you can see, 10 seconds, and it has indeed
This is the second talent pause.
cutted out everything. A little bit too much, so probably the settings are a bit too high. Yeah, at least now the basic process is working. Now we can yeah, say what we want or what the result is, and then hopefully we can fix that, or the AI can fix that. The video is now processed, but it cuts off too much. I think the settings are too strong or too much. Yeah, are too strong. That means it cuts off too early. We can say too early or too much. It cuts off too much. Okay. Hopefully we will understand it. English, it's a bit for me. I can't express myself as I would like to, but I think that should be already a hint that it could work with. The issue is that silence detection is too aggressive. You need to adjust the settings to be less sensitive. Here, parameters you can tweak. Currently, this is how long silence must last before it's detected. Trim, okay, trim before, after. Okay, then maybe let me also check if there are better default values we should set. The defaults are quite aggressive. Yes, it has already saw itself that the thresholds are a bit too aggressive, and it has corrected itself. Now let's check that again. Now select video again, videos, OBS test video format Matroska. I don't know why is this Matroska. Then detect silence. I don't like that we have two silence buttons here, or detect and process video. Okay, at least in this scenario it doesn't make sense because we can't change anything anyway here. So, but yeah, let's let it how it is. Now process video, and we do here the same. We can overwrite it. That's yes. Now, yes, it has finished it. Now let's take a look.
This is the second talent point. This is the second talent point.
Okay. It's way too aggressive. It's way too aggressive. Maybe you can create some profiles, or we can make some different suggestions templates. Yeah, let's try it this way. Now it has created a pre-selector. Okay, it has built the app again, and now we can start. Now let's see how it looks like. Okay, presets, that looks already way better. Go again, test video, and minimum silence duration 1 second, trim before silence 0.1, and trim after silence. Threshold 40 dB. That sounds very much. I don't know, it's maybe because of this. We can try. Here you see we have already only 3 segments. Okay, maybe I should have looked at this earlier, that we have so much segments. But here it seems that it has an improvement. And now, yeah, let's process the video. Videos here again. Yeah, we can add it here. Save the video here. Okay, now it has finished it. Let's take a look.
This is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Okay, now that looks already way better, but as you saw, it's still not perfect because it cut it off the beginning.
This is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Oh, here it has cut it off in the end of the sentence. The last word a bit, we can say. Okay, it works better. Maybe it's because of the settings. I can take a look at it. Moderate, conservative, aggressive, only moves very long, very quiet pauses. Screen for tutorials, demos. Let's go with this. Screen recording. Let's try that again. Maybe this will work better. Test video, detect silence, process video. Now we can save it here. Okay, now it's finished. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Okay, that's already, I think, better, but still, I don't like it. It's definitely not good enough, and I don't like to tweak those settings. It works better, but it cuts off some words at the end. I think how do you say, the threshold for the audio detection, I think the threshold for the audio is still too high. We should only aim for complete silence or yeah, or sound. Maybe with longer pause or with longer how do you call them, with longer duration, longer duration, or I don't know if we actually need it. I think the main issue is here indeed the fact that this threshold is, I think, too aggressive. So yeah, I will just say it this way and then let it decide how it will handle it. The issue is silence threshold is detecting quite parts of speech. Yes, this is the problem. It's detecting quite parts of speech, like words, endings, briefs, or soft as silence, and cutting them off. We need much more aggressive thresholds. No, it's actually the other way around. We need much more aggressive thresholds to only detect actual silence. Oh no, okay, then maybe it was. I didn't understand it quite correct. This slide range is -60 to -10 dB, but we need to go lower to -80 to support a very safe preset. Okay, now let's try it again. Oh no, not building, but okay, then npm start. So now we can select the audio file, videos, BS test video. Yeah, let's go with the very safe trim before silence. Okay, 0 seconds. That is way too early. I don't like it. I have to be honest. I think it should have done that already way earlier. Moderate. Let's go here and then maybe try with -70. I don't like this tweaking here because yeah, I have to say this Sonnet is not the best model. There are already models that can do that definitely better, like the other model from Anthropic, the Opus variant, and as well Gemini Pro, Gemini 3, and of course ChatGPT 5.2. Because yeah, I think it's taking already way too long to find the solutions for this, and now I think it has already finished. No silence segments detected. Okay, it has no silence detected. Let's try that again. Silence threshold, no silence detected. Let's go here again. -60. Okay, let's try here. -40. Okay, now it has detected some. -40. Detect silence. Process video. I think this will be the same result, but I will show you what I want to, which feature I want to add to improve that drastically. So now it's processing. After that I will show you what I mean. Okay, now let's take a look again.
This is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Okay, as you can see, it has nothing changed because I think I had the settings here previously with 40 seconds with 40 decibel, and yeah, now I don't think that it's quite easy to handle this with those thresholds, so that's why I would like to adjust this manually. So that's why I will say we can let it as it is, and validation tests and so on. Okay, this is a feature that where we can find, or where we can where is it
This is the test video.
Okay, where we can find those things.
Hi, this is the test.
Well, I will show you. I would like to see the whole video and select the timelines by myself, the silent pauses, and yeah, that's what I would like to implement, because this will be easier and we will see how it will handle that. So I want to adjust the time or the detected silence manually. For that, I want to have a timeline where the video can be played, and a timeline and a video player where the video can be played and where the markers for the detected silence can be adjusted manually by dragging. I hope that is understandable. So that means I want to have, how do you say? I want to have like a video player and such dragging, yeah, I don't know how to call them. I want that the detected silence are clearly visible here, and that then I can adjust them manually through the video. So that way we have it way easier to find those specific things where we can just adjust it manually. So yeah, I'll help you add a timeline with video player and draggable markers for manually adjusting detectable silence segments. Let me first check the current structure to understand what we're working with. Now it needs first to understand again what the project current state is. Video timeline. I mean, this video is already working with the basics, but I don't like it. I know that this is definitely can be done way easier. I will just if I would just switch the model to a better one, I mean, we can also use extensions for coding for and can select a better model like yeah, the Opus here and or Gemini, but I'm still confident that we can make it this way already workable. But I can make definitely another video where I show you a way better solution, because I think Sonnet is not that great anymore, or compared to other models. Timeline feature, new features. Let's start again. npm start. I think, do we need to build it? npm build. npm start. So now we're here again, select video, videos, OBS test video, loaded video. Now let's detect silence and we will see how it, no silence detected. But why? Why has it detected anything? Okay, now it looks better. It says it has detected only one conservative, aggressive. Okay, now let's try with the aggressive approach. And yes, this looks already very interesting. Now let's try that. Now it has detected 3 silent breaks.
Hi.
Okay, perfect. Now let's try it again. Let's take a look. Oh no, we don't have a reverse key. Can make an, oh, interesting. So that means we can add a segment manually. Okay, interesting. Now let's take a look.
Hi, this is the test video.
We can't unfortunately reverse it somehow. I don't know. Okay, this looks already way better. Now we can make the fine-tuning because we're already there. This looks already really interesting, but I don't work to struggle here with this pins, so I will immediately say it looks good, but I can't drag, oh no, I can drag, but I can play back easily. I can't drag the playback marker easily. Can you improve it that I can revert not revert, that I can drag the playback marker? Well, actually, can you prove that? I think I already have said it correctly, and it should be understandable for it. Yeah, I recognize now that it's a bit complicated if you don't know those technical words in English, because English is not my first language, so that's why I struggle a bit to find those specific words to describe it properly. In German it will be a bit easier for me. Improve time detection by making it easy to drag playback position. Yes, I'll add draggable scrubber handle to improve the click to seek behavior. Okay, click to seek behavior. So okay, I think this will be the solution to have a great app that is perfectly usable for my use case, for example, for tutorials like this, where I can just cut off all silent pauses and adjust them manually. So yeah, now let's try again. I start this application. Now let's select the video, test video, and then we can make aggressive. Okay, I don't like that we have already the this video playback player already here. We can say it to improve that, but I will do that maybe in the next prompt. Let's try first to make this work to see if it helped us now perfectly. So it's very slow. I will send it an image to say this red marker is still not really good draggable. I still struggle to put it in the correct position. So everything I do here is just yeah, a little bit tweaking for the functionality that I need. Just to have the bigger picture what you're doing, and then that you target those specific features or those specific things that you would like to improve, and that's how it goes. You need yeah, usually test-driven development for that, that you don't break anything. But with this approach, you can yeah, develop the software quite stable. That means you will have software where the AI is good enough to improve those specific points without breaking it. That means the context window is big enough to implement those features. So yeah, during my talk it has already finished it. Now let's try oh, maybe I haven't built the app. It was more maybe the problem. I'm not sure if I have to build it always, but okay, let's try it again. Select video. So now here, let's make aggressive, detect silence. Now that looks way better, but it's still, no, it's still not good. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, this is working very, very good, but this red one, it has a lot of problems. I will tell that again. So the how are the others called the time frame markers of the silence markers. Time frame silence markers are very good draggable, but the red one is lagging very heavily. It doesn't react. As additionally, if I click somewhere on the timeline, I want that this red marker jumps to this position. So now let's try that again. I see the issue. The playhead is lagging because it's tied to the video time up to date, even which doesn't fire frequently enough during dragging. Let me fix this by updating the playhead position. Oh, okay, it's because of the video. Okay, understandable. Yes, it's tied to the video. Yeah, that's the problem, because it can't jump that fast enough to revert the video to this time frame. Okay, it says it's now finished. Let's build it again and then run it. Okay, now again select video file, video, OBS, Now again with the aggressive preset detect silence. Okay, now it works way better, but it jumps back. Okay.
Second test, silent pause.
Okay, silent pause. I already saw that we have been already here. And now,
I
think this is a bit too early. We can move this a bit forward.
this is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Okay, maybe this again. And yeah, I hope it has adjusted those settings. And now let's try. Oh no, what have I done? I have pressed the wrong button, so now again. I will drag this here.
This is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Okay, now I think it was somewhere here. That should be it. I think, let's see if the numbers are changing. Yes, the numbers are changing. This is still not perfect, but okay, we can improve that theoretically. For now, I want just to see if it works. Now process the video. We go here and now replace this video file. Video processed successfully. Now let's take a look.
This is the test video. Second test, silent pause.
Perfect. It works. It has done what we wanted to do. It has detected silent pauses in this video, and we manually have improved it that we can tweak it in the correct direction. So that means we have created a auto silence detection video cutter. I don't know how I would call this tool, but probably auto video cutter, something like that. And it works. Of course, it can be improved. Probably I will improve it, but not now. For this, it was only for the sake of demonstration. That means, as you can see, it works. We have identified a problem that we would like to solve, and we programmed a solution without touching any line of code. We just interacted with the AI through text, and now we have already a tool that helps us saving time. Yeah, that's from my side. I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed this solution, how I built it, like and subscribe my channel, because I will do much more things about how to develop solutions with AI. And yeah, thank you for watching.